Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a match between Hyuk and a movie here on Blockchain. Top right, it is our brown Zerg player. It's gonna be Hyuk, and on the bottom left, it is movie, our red Protoss player. Blockchain is a newer map in the ladder map pool. We've got Sharp here, we've got Gameo watching us, and there are a lot of critters on this map penned up all over the place. And just weird assimilators and eggs restricting movement. And yeah, workers can pass through these, but not attacking units. It's just, I'm not entirely sure why. It's an assimilator and an egg. You just have to attack them to get through. But why not just 4 eggs or maybe an assimilator width gap? I don't know, man. Oh, assimilator width would not let workers through, but just use eggs? I'm not entirely sure why. What's up, Tracer's Armory? I got mine at Tracy's, yes indeed. Full suits of marine armor. That is for sure. Alright, man, so this is, again, just like Fighting Spirit. Either you're far ahead or way behind if you take this. 3 o'clock expansion, and a 9 o'clock expansion, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 4-player map. Oh. Alright, man. So there are 4 bases where you can take your third. Not very many expansions for a 4-player map. But let's see how these two players adapt. Alright, man. So movie 440 APM. Hyuk here is at 450. This is an RJB replay. Check him out at RJB TV YouTube channel. He likes to cast the fastest map. He sends me incredible replays every week for the Sunday stream, and also has a giant pack that I'm working through right now for the channel as the pylon block comes up. This is a good map to pylon block because the third base is not super accessible, right? You can't just like run off somewhere else and get a third base easily. Oh no, actually you can, right? I think you can get this just by coming through here with a worker and then throwing down a base. Am I wrong about this? Alright, so canceled the pylon, which means the hatchery comes up, which means these lings don't really have a lot to do with their time. But it was an overpool play, so nothing super duper mega aggressive. Gateway here, Zealot pressure from movie. We do like Zealot pressure these days. So now the drone can just slip through, right? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The drone can come right on through. And then come down this ramp, and then throw up a third. That's going to be really hard for enemy units to access. This is great. This is actually, I mean, there are fewer places to expand, but this is as safe a third base as you're going to get as a Zerg ever, basically. So this Zealot, not super happy with his life. He's outnumbered here. Well, he was outnumbered here by the Lings. There's 4 now, which is a great number. More Zealots on the way. We've seen Bisu straight up beat Zerg players with just nothing but Zealot flooding, man. It is surprisingly hard for a Zerg to handle this. And fighting here seems like a bad idea. Yep, okay, so both of the Zealots live. All the Lings die, like I said. Not a great situation at all. Now you need to make more and maybe even throw up a Sunken, but these guys are both pretty bruised, pretty darn injured. He's making more Zealots? Okay, so just the one, and then he's done. One and done. Forge finally coming in at 4 minutes. But yeah, there's nothing you can do about this. Like, you can't send Zealot attacks in here. I mean, you can, but you have to knock down these assimilators, which are not easy to deal with. They have a bunch of HP. Or you try to go through the eggs, which is even harder. So I don't know, man. This is crazy. This is a crazy map. It's fun. I think a lot of people have it vetoed. I haven't cast a bunch of games on it. So I'm glad we had one in this replay pack that RJB sent in. Cybercore coming in. Again, it's late because we went for so many Zealots early and went for the expansion. So Corsair pressures. Oh my gosh. Ling Flood? Oh no. Don't tell me you're prepared for a massive Zealot attack that's not coming. Or we're just using the Lings to... Okay. To get through these eggs. Can you not attack these? Why is he not attacking these? Unless it's one of those things where it's stacked, right? Where you have stacked assimilators, you kill the first one, there's another one, right? So splash damage is the easier way to deal with that kind of obstacle. This is a lot of Zerglings, man. It's 13 to 26 workers right now. Like, sure, Jam can't do anything to really bother the Zerg, but the Zerg just completely murdered his economy by going for 100 Zerglings. Okay, it's not 100, but it sure feels like it at this stage. So he's using the Lings to get some map vision out, but like, okay, nice, I suppose. And sure, he could definitely kill these Zealots with this number of Lings, but it's overkill. It's too many. If you overmake units to deal with a threat that's coming to try to kill you, that is bad. That is exceptionally bad. So, I mean, all right, what do we got here? 1 kill on you, 5 kills on that guy before he goes down. Yeah, you killed the 2 Zealots. Well done. I don't know, man. Well, we're getting through this egg 1 damage at a time. It's got 10 armor, I'm guessing, so it's reducing the Ling incoming damage to 1 per hit. But, you know, we're small. We can fit 3 Zerglings on the surface area. It's not interminably slow, but he just wants to be able to come in here and defend this if necessary and allow Hydras to get out. Because this is a production facility, right? If this was only for resources, I don't think he might not bother killing these eggs this fast, but he wants the Hydras to come out of here. And here we go. Same thing on the left side for Movie, getting that 3rd base up. Hyuk is, man, 20 drones. Hasn't taken a second gas yet. He really wants to win now. It's robotic support bay, not going for Storm, but instead going for Reavers. Additional cannons coming up right now. Range upgrade for Hydras is getting researched. Won't be done for some time, though. It is a fairly long upgrade. Not one you can just, you know, have in 10 seconds. Not that there are any upgrades that are 10-second upgrades. That'd be kind of crazy, right? So this gateway is dead. There's no save in the gateway, and I don't know about the forge either. Can the Hydras... Interesting is going for the gateway. He wants to get in here before these cannons finish and jump on him, but... Okay, alright, so that cannon is dead. Not much of a surround with Lings. That cannon's dead, but that's why you had additional cannons coming up. Focus the cannons. Are there enough Hydras here to get these cannons? No! Not yet, anyway. The Zealots are a bit of a problem. Nice probe snipe, and sure, let's get the Forge. We're not going to be greedy. We're not going to try to win this thing now. We are droning up back home. We're getting a lair. Okay, but sniping that cannon was pretty fantastic, and forcing probes to respond to this. Ooh, risking their lives, but not actually dying here. Okay, now there's a Reaver out. We have seen a game on the channel. Man, what was that game? Ow, I can't remember what that game was, but it was a ZVP where the Zerg player just went a ton of Hydras and it was Reavers trying to defend it. It wasn't enough. I feel like maybe it was a Sunday game that I cast on my Sunday stream, which, by the way, if you're not watching those, they're a ton of fun. You're probably, I mean, a lot of people are definitely watching the VOD after it comes out. Hydra is defending these overlords. One goes down anyway. This one's also going to go down. The Hydra is not quite enough to discourage the murder, but now that they're injured, it's going to be hard for these guys to get anything done. Supply blocks Hyuk, though, quite nicely. I don't know. I just don't know that Hyuk has made enough of an effort here to... Man. Enough of an effort in here to get in and get something done. Like, sure, he killed some workers, but it's still 33 to 42 in favor of the Protoss. And we're still making Hydralisks. He's not interested in getting into the 40 worker count right now, which I feel like is a bit of a problem. Protoss's 3rd base is coming up. He did delay it because he was worried about the incoming Hydra attack. He threw the pylon up as a precursor, but now he's actually expanding there, which is a smart play from Movie. Very intelligently done. Citadel of Adun coming in a little bit late, but really relying on Reavers to deal with this Hydra Ling opening of the Zerg. Which is fine, which is a totally reasonable thing to do. Overlord speed coming in, plus attack for Hydralisks and Lurkers coming in. See, this is why you get shuttles, is you can drop it. And oh my gosh, he's ready for this. Look at him being like, I know you're going to try to drop this. Okay, so we unload on the high ground, and Reaver, oh, big hit. And ready for a second huge hit, big hit. There we go, 3 Hydras down for virtually no damage at all. All right, man. Reaver going to try to unload. Nope, just evacuates. Okay, fair enough. Getting on out of there. There's a Sunken in a great position to deal with drops. That's very intelligent. And is he going to really coming with, like, why is Corsair? Okay, Corsair support doesn't... You're still unloading in, like, Sunken range, man. You're still going to take a Sunken hit. I don't know, man. There's not even a lot of drones down here either. I guess it was more a shot on the Sunken Colony, maybe for future drops or whatever, but no. Nope. That shuttle didn't die, did it? Wait. I thought the sound that I heard was a Corsair dying. No, that was a shuttle death. The shuttle got sniped. Oh, no. Okay. Well, movie's in a lot of trouble now. Corsairs are trying to find some damage. They're going to kill this Overlord, which is something of a victory. And by that, I mean they're not going to kill this Overlord. A lot of Hydra's out. They're working on that +1 attack as I talked about earlier. Transporting for Overlord. Oh, we're going to Hydra drop on this third and murderize it. And there's not really going to be a lot about it that movie can do. I'm telling you, drop. Is it here? No, it's a different. Is that a different shuttle? It's probably a different shuttle. With zealots and stuff. So Forge down. Probably denied an upgrade. I don't know. It's a lot of speed lots, yo. They don't have any upgrades yet. Surprisingly. Oh, zealots getting on in here to the main base. Getting unloaded by the shuttle that we saw earlier. And while everybody is dealing with the zealots... the Hydra is positioning themselves off the map a little bit to kill the zealots more easily without getting surrounded. This guy gets a drone kill, which is fine. And by that, I mean he gets 2 drone kills and then he goes down. And now the Corsair needs to get out of here. Yeah, he's got 2 kills. Oh, 3 kills on that, dude. Not too shabby. So many speed lots. Can they glitch through this, or are they just going to attack the eggs? Or are they going to attack the assimilator? Or are they going to just gather in this location and get shuttled in by the shuttle? That makes more sense. Fine by me. Big old drop on the third. Oh my gosh, there's no defense here at all. Okay. Muta's on the way. I think Hyuk feels like he's dealt with the Corsair count enough. That Mutas are going to be good. That is... The third base going down is a big-time problem for Movie. He needs this third base to die for Hyuk if he's going to win this game. Sunken getting some nice early hits off here. There's a little bit of SimCity. Some Mutas come out. Mutas are good against Zealots, but don't kill them quickly. Also, the Reaver unloads and is trying to get a big shot off on these drones. But no, it's going to harmlessly explode. Good drone evacuation from there. Oh my gosh, the drones back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. They're trying to run. They're trying to run from the Zealots. The Sunken goes down. This Zealot's going to die, sure, but there's still 3 more running around here. And, got a big time hit there. And now it's just Zealots all over the... Did that shuttle die too? I'm going to... Okay, look, this is just too crazy. This is too crazy. I'm going to back this up a little bit. I'm going to zoom out this time. I'm going to catch more of the action. Okay, so Reaver gets a hit off. Shuttle heads over this way. Mutas are chasing it, but it's got the speed upgrade. These guys run back this way. There's shenanigans going on at the third. Zealots at the front here. Reaver ends up getting a posthumous big hit there. Okay. All right, fair enough. Knocking the Zerg down to 27 drones. He's still dealing with Zealots in his third. Yes, he did manage to kill Movie's third base, but he is taking so much damage otherwise. Okay, main base, clear. Natural base, nope. Oh, just killed the macro hatch at the natural. Nicely done. This is such a good game. So brutal. RJB games are never boring, I can tell you that much. More Zealots in the third base of Hyuk. 30 drones. All right, what are these Hydras going to do? Well, they're going to unload right here, thank you for asking. They've got the +1 attack. There are no upgrades on these Dragoons at all. But High Templar are coming in. Do we have the Storm yet, baby? We certainly have the power of the Storm. And that changes everything. Trying to snipe that one High Templar can't quite do it before everybody dies. And behold, Storm doing what Storm does. The TT is going to try to sneak in here. Getting big swings off. Big swings against big armor targets. That's how it works. Archon's in production. Still working on that +1 attack. I don't know how much the lack of upgrades here is due to Movie's losing of the Forge here at the front door. But he's really, really bad on upgrades today. The Zerg players generally lag behind in these, but Protoss usually wants to have these things out more quickly. Being at 13 minutes with no upgrades at all is very concerning. So you don't have a Sunken here anymore, so guess what? We're going to kill at least 1 drone. Maybe 2. 2. And then we die. We're doing another, just a little Hydra drop. No lurkers today, by the way, just Hydras. Hydras and Mutas, which is, man, a strategy. Not the one we see a lot, but a lot more viable, and the Corsair count is not really here. And it's not something that Movie's interested in doing much with either, right? He's not making Corsairs. Not that he hasn't lost a Stargate or anything. It's right here. Gonna unload in this corner and try to fight for our lives. And maybe, okay, killing a Dragoon is good. Killing another Dragoon is pretty good, too. Okay, another Dragoon shows up causing problems, but Movie... got Archons, got High Templar, got Dragoons, and as we always say, he who has the spellcasters is generally going to win the game. Oh, a little bit of Muta stack, harass here at the natural base, killing the cannon, and a bunch of these probes are dying too. There's 2 Corsairs out. That seems like, oh, there's 3 Corsairs out. Never mind, maybe more replacing than I thought. Storm at the front, Hydra's getting just murderized. Sunken not really going to be enough here against this many Dragoons coming down the ramp. No, guess what? There's Storm here too. Sunken down. Is Movie just going to straight up win this game? Okay, drones transferring, running for their lives for that 3rd base. The Spire is going to get taken off very easily. There are still High Templar here with enough energy for Storm. A whole lot of Storm is available here. We're going to storm our own units. We're so confident in how much Storm we have available. The Mutas are trying to harass, but there's Corsairs up here defending. This push is intending to kill Hyuk right now. There is no 3rd base coming up. If Hyuk can hold on, he can win this game, but golly, it's so hard. But sniping the High Templar is what Mutas are good for. We don't see a lot of that, but it is very, very good in situations where they can get it done. 60 to 51 supply. The 34 to 20 worker advantage is going to help Hyuk here a lot, too. High ground position means attacks from the Dragoons on the low ground are going to miss sometimes. But Archon already has 8 kills. Some of those he probably got kills from when he was 2 High Templar separately and not just 1 Archon. Drones being made at the natural, running to the 3rd. Hydras, good number of Hydras, producing 6 at a time here, and it looks like maybe Movies and he might have just lost this game. It's not over, but he is, I mean, he's up in supply, but he's down in worker count, which is never great against a Zerg. The upgrade advantage, it's not a huge upgrade count. Oh, never mind. He got his +1 done. So +1 attack is done for both of these players now, which is fine. In fact, it is potentially great. All right, man. Third base time would be fantastic right now. Another shuttle on the way. We've got a Zealot and a Dragoon covering the 12 o'clock expansion location potential for the Zerg. But the Zerg just needs to keep this 3rd base saturated up, make a ton of Hydras. I would feel better if there were some Lurkers in here, but, you know. Or Defilers. Defiler is a good unit. But, you know, in these more recent games, this whole mass Hydra thing seems to be a little bit more and more prevalent, yeah? 72 to 64 supply in favor of Movie, which means he's got a bigger army, but just barely. Hyuk seems... It's not interesting. Like, are we going, or we're waiting for reinforcements? Cool, that's great. So a ton of Dragoons out. We got a bunch of High Templar, all of them with enough energy for, it looks like, 1 storm. Some of them close to 1 storm, but it's going to be about 4 storms here. If you can dodge 4 storms, I don't know, man. Like, the engagement with Dragoons is not perfect. So there's 1 storm. Dodging, I mean, dodging still means you lose 3 Hydralisks that have been bruised up from the Dragoon hits, and actually backing out. He feels like there's way more where that came from, and he's true, there's 3 more. Yeah, there's 3 more of them. What is this? What is this angle? If you're checking to see if there's a 3rd base here, like, send a unit. Don't send your whole army, Hyuk. Come on. Come on, friendo. Reaver coming in. Replacement Spire on the way. Those Corsairs all die trying to engage. I think they did. Oh, there was some kind of an attack down here with Hydras that the Zealot is trying to clean up anyway. And Hyuk fully pulling back again. Well, there's at least 1 Corsair out. Alright, so Corsair dies, and Dragoon. Nice micro back on that Dragoon. This is such an interesting place to be in at 18 minutes. Zerg's only on 3 bases. Protoss is on 2 and quickly mining out of this main. I mean, that is... Oof. Hit that like button, by the way, if you enjoyed this match. It just helps the algorithm know that I'm here. Also, you know, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Good place to go if you want to support Falcon on a monthly basis for as little as $1 a month. Not a huge deal, I don't think. All right, man. Muta's coming out. So he is, instead of making more Hydralisks, he's making Mutas. And there is still no sign of a 3rd base here. So this is as all in as you're going to get. ladies and gentlemen. 19 minutes into the game, 26 probes, effectively 1 mining base. No expansion coming up. He's going to supply block. Very nicely done. Supply blocking the Zerg, which maybe he didn't know he was doing. Shuttle with Reaver in it, going to lead the way. And here goes nothing. The Muta's on the backside. Oh, did they catch the High Templar? They caught a couple of them. Ooh, that Archon gets sniped too. Very, very nice. Very nice. Oh, another High Templar down because, oh, they're in the shuttle. That's where they are. Sunkens are doing a lot of work right now while the Mutas are tanking. Nice snipe on the Reaver. And the High Templar, oh, storm flies through the storm. Okay, so the High Templar doesn't have energy, so it's not a super big threat here. The Zealots and the Dragoons are a bigger threat right now. 8 Hydras in production. Production tab back home for Movie is, well, he's got a ton of Hydras back home. He's stranded at, oh my gosh, the storms, though. The defensive storms. Nice shuttle snipe. And I think that might be it. If we have more, no, we don't have more coming in. There's somehow always about 3 Hydras left after all the shenanigans up this way, but keeping the natural base alive, and that's it, man. Movie taps out, and Hyuk is your winner here in 20 minutes and 31 seconds. That was an absolutely action-packed game between Hyuk and Movie here, and the Zerg player does come out on top. That was a ton of fun. Just non-stop action. The key here for Hyuk is that he never lost a base. He lost a macro hatch. He lost a lot of Sunkens. He lost a Sunken here too. He lost a bunch of drones, but he kept the main 3 hatches alive. He killed the Protoss's 3rd Nexus, and it never came back. And yeah, Storm is good, but when you're getting out macro this hard, the Hydras and the Mutas are going to do some good work. That was some beautiful Muta control from Hyuk. Picking off those High Templar, they got a bunch of kills, but they were definitely in fear for their lives there. Like, they aren't usually against Hydralisks if they have army supporting them, but where Mutas are just kind of flying over and all over the place and picking off High Templar wherever they're hiding, at the back of the army, in the middle of the army, doesn't matter. Mutas will go for them. And if you want to storm your own army, go for it, right? But nicely done there from Hyuk. No further tech either. No Defilers, no Ultras, no upgrades. Really incredible. 121,000 points there from Hyuk. 133 from Movie. A rare instance with a player who loses has the higher point total. Ended up outproducing the Protoss by about a 2-to-1 ratio. The kill-death ratio is about 1-to-1 there too. So it was a very, very close game. And then resources here, pretty close. It is hard to beat a Protoss that you outspend by only about 800 resources. It's not a lot. It's really not a lot. But good micro, the drops. The drops were so key to that win, too. If you do drops, I feel like your chance of beating a Terran or a Protoss is a lot higher as a Zerg. Amazing. Pretty good ZVP. All right, thanks RJB again, and that is gonna be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.